Hello and welcome to the first episode of a brand new map by RenderXR. This is Untold Stories number 7, Nova Arcana, and I'm really excited to play this map. I haven't actually played a map in a while. I just haven't really been in the mood, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to getting back into playing a map and really kind of just taking it on blind. I know very, very little about this map. Apart from it's largely cave-based, and yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I know at this stage. This is just the lobby, so I don't think there's going to be too much here, so I'm not going to spend too much time looking around. I have actually played a little bit of this map already, not much, but I decided to restart and record it because I think it'll be a fun map to play through, and hopefully I will be able to finish a series of it eventually. The rules: survive in any way you can, never play on peaceful difficulty, and find and complete the record monument. So yeah, no wool in this map, it is records, and that's it. Have fun and die a lot. So let's turn on the death counter. I'm going to play with 10 times hearts, and I'm going to keep on normal. So the totems, the way they work is basically that if you die once, everything drops inside like a gravestone, and all you have to do is walk on top of it. The second time you die, though, if you're on normal, your first totem will be erased. So if you kind of get in a death loop, you'll lose all your items, but otherwise they should be fine. If, however, you play on easy, you can't get in a death loop. This is called an idiot test. It just goes on forever using teleporters, I believe. I saw a spoiler for that in the CTMC Discord, just in case you're curious about how I know that. I didn't walk through it myself, I promise. So let's come through this mine shaft, up the stairs, and let's press the button to start the map. I'm going to just do that. So we get a very cool kind of starting drop, which the first time I did it, I absolutely loved. So I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't record that reaction to be genuine, but it is what it is, I suppose. I should have put the recorder on, but alas, I did not. So we'll have to carry on without it. I really like how that drop works and kind of getting an overview. I'm also pretty sure you don't actually immediately come back to this area, so it's a bit of a kind of initial view that you can then. I want to try and grab those torches if I can. Yeah, the initial overview that we'll be revisiting later. So we can go. We can't really go that way. I don't know if there's anything around this area. I didn't really check. So I'm just going to plow on regardless. And I probably won't take all these torches, but I'll take most of, because I don't intend to come back here, and where I know there's going to be something cool, I'll try and shut up, basically. Yeah, so we get introduced to this item for the first time in the map, and this is a pretty cool, unique mechanic to this map. I've completely frozen up. I haven't had too many lag problems with the map yet. I am playing on 8-chunk render distance, so hopefully I don't have to turn that down too much. But there are quite a lot of command blocks and stuff going on, so we'll see, I guess, on that front. This is a healing potion, effectively, that uses your hunger bar instead, or not the hunger bar, but where the hunger bar would normally live. So you can heal up with this, but it eats through this, and the way you get it back is from killing mobs, effectively. And last time I did this, I knew the trap was there. I was about to say last time I did this, I fell for the trap, but I actually thought the trap was here. So I'm just an idiot, basically. And this is how we get into the start of the map. So I think actually once we come through here, yeah, it collapses and we can't go back. So we can't actually go further up the tunnel to get a shortcut into the rest of the map, which is quite cool. But we are now heading into the first, I was about to say the white wool area. I mean, it isn't a wool map, so not the white wool area, but the first dungeon, or at least the first area. There's a chest up there which I kind of want to get. I'm just going to run away from you. Yeah, natural spawns are on in this map, which does cause some problems, but hopefully we can manage in the meantime. And this first area where you don't have a sword or anything, there are these pits that you can drop mobs into with the trapdoors, because mobs will try and walk over these trapdoors and therefore just fall into the hole. I'm just gonna use the cobble. There are vines I can use to jump back down, so yeah, I'm just gonna use the cobble to jump stack up. And we get some leather pants, some pink leather pants, which is exactly what you need when you're taking on a Minecraft map. And some torches, which is also nice, I guess. I might as well take all of these because I'm not gonna. Please don't die. Yeah, I probably could have grabbed the chest as well, but I think we should be fine to carry on. This creeper is going to be a bit annoying, I think. There we go. Not ideal, especially as I don't have any blocks, but that's fine. So we can come over this bridge, and we kind of get a view of one of the first dungeons. And we get some trees as well, so you can actually jump down if you want to go that way. But yeah, I am gonna just carry on in the intended order for now. You can sequence break in this map, I believe. It's intended to be linear branching, but yeah, you can sequence break. So if you wish to play it in a different order, you can. But I'm gonna generally stick, I think, to the intended play order. I'm not in any rush to get through to later game loot or anything at this stage, at least. That might change, of course. Yeah, and then I also know that this is a trap, but there's actually nothing underneath that pressure plate, so you don't have to worry too much. Yeah, as you can see, I did initially trigger it because I'm an idiot, because there is a sign that says "Heard you like traps." I always like these kind of open sky sections, and I was saying actually the first time I played through, I really like the stalactites in this area. Good stalactites make a huge difference for caves, I think. Just aesthetically really cool, and I really like these as well. And I think they're a really cool thing to have if you're mapping, because these kind of floor stalagmites, yeah, the floor stalagmites are something that you don't have in cave areas usually. Like, you don't have an option that's like a grass block. So it's nice to have those here. Right. So we made it through over that bridge, and I've used all of my cobble, so I'm going to have to... I didn't worry about using the cobble to jump stack up, but I really should have used the gravel. And we haven't had too many troubles with mobs yet. I should probably stay away from that dungeon because it might be spawning stuff in there. So let's make ourselves one of those, and then let's use that to get a sword. I haven't decided how much editing and stuff I'm going to do. I probably will edit some bits. I kind of want to see what's in that chest, but I can't imagine it's anything amazing. I kind of want to cut stuff out, but not do a huge amount of like fancy editing of any sort, just because I want to be able to make this the easy series for me to create, basically. The Let's Play that I've been doing, the Minecraft Let's Play, takes a lot of time, which I'm willing to put in because I think it's worth it. I think the videos are really good, but yeah, I like to have my other series remain fairly straightforward, which is kind of why the Pokemon Emerald stuff has dried up somewhat. Let's heal up. Yeah, so you get 2 hearts for 2 bars of mana. Let's call it mana rather than hunger. What do I want to do? I guess I want an axe. Let's go there, and a shovel. And I'll probably make another axe as well. Right, let's grab you and let's head into the dungeon. I really like the kind of feel of this first section so far. It Render's really good at, and what I think he does better than anyone else, is that he's really good at building maps that feel quote-unquote old school, whilst also taking advantage of loads of like amazing new features. Like the healing mechanic in this map is with the magic and the which you collect up from mobs and everything, is a really fun, like, unique mechanic. But it doesn't make it feel, at least so far, it doesn't make it feel particularly alien. I'll take that coal and some shoes, gold shoes and pink pants. That's quite a look. Yeah, it doesn't make it feel alien or kind of modded or anything. And I think that's because he's really careful with how he uses command blocks and everything. It's not that he doesn't use them, he just uses them selectively and still has the feel of a kind of old school CTM map, which I think so many people love and why so many people got into the genre in the first place. But yeah, that's probably a separate longer video, to be honest. Maybe I should make that at some point. Is Render the best map maker alive? Discuss. The problem with making a video like that, I mean, apart from kind of obvious sycophancy, is that if you make a video like that, I would actually have to play maps that aren't CTM maps, and I don't believe in that. That's immoral. But yeah, really enjoying this this map so far. I do have a sword, which is nice. I don't know where you came from, which is a bit worrying. Ooh. That is a baby zombie. Has to be. Oh no, it's a spider. I don't know. Definitely don't know where you came from. That wouldn't have been a good way to get my first death. I think we may have got some free health by healing up a lot all at once, which would be nice. If you get down to 3 of the mana bars, you actually can't sprint, so you do have to be a bit careful with that. I think I can hear a baby zombie. I'm actually going to use my sword here because there are multiple. And we get the first emerald of the map, which is nice. I'm going to break this spawner. I initially was thinking about keeping it, but that doesn't feel like a particularly good use of... I'm not actually going to try and collect all the emeralds in the map, I don't think, at least not straight away. So I'm going to leave that one there, and we may come back for it at a later stage. More leather pants, always useful. I should probably take the chest, to be honest, because I will want to set up a base before too long, I think. So my aim for this video is to basically get up to where I got to the first time I played through, which was the first intersection. So yeah, that should take about half an hour, I think, and hopefully get the first disc as well. Where are these spiders coming from? I honestly don't know where they're spawning from. Right, I'm gonna die if I don't run away. I hate baby zombies. I think they're the worst thing ever. And I think Render's cruel for not nerfing them or getting rid of them. I think in Horrify there are custom natural spawns. So natural spawns have various kind of variations to them, which I think is a really cool idea. I'm kind of thinking about working on a mini-map that does something similar. I'm going to get rid of this spider spawner because it's now almost killed me once. Yeah, I'm thinking about making it a like Advent mini-map for Christmas that experiments with custom natural spawns and stuff as well, just because I want to kind of work on that and have it as a thing I can do for if and when I ever decide to release another, or even actually start work on another full-length CTM map, because they do take a huge amount of time. Render's been working on this one for about a year, I believe. And golden apples heal up. Oh, I was about to say they heal up your hunger bar, but apparently he did think about that, which is a bit annoying. So we do have some more wood, so let's just make some more torches here. And we've also started gathering up some of these amethyst nuggets, which I believe are a custom currency option in the map, which is really cool. I think that's a really interesting mechanic we will be exploring. And custom ores as well is cool. I think that's my immediate guess of that, of how he's done that, is with retextured iron ore, but I actually don't think that would be it, because there are other ways to do custom ores just with data packs. So I guess we will see if there's any gold or iron ore in the rest of the map, because it may just be iron, but you never know. Right. And he dropped gold. Interesting. I didn't know. I presume that is a custom thing, but I don't know if that means they're from a spawner, or if I suppose all of the natural spawns must have certain chances to drop stuff, because they drop. They all drop the nether stars that give you extra hunger or extra mana. So let's light that up a bit. I want to find one of the drop pits that you can use to kill mobs with. Ah, that was very foolish of me. So I'm probably gonna, I think what I'm gonna do is pause the video and come back when I'm over that way again. Okay, I'm back. It didn't take long to run back here. I don't have anything with me, but we will get to see the mechanic for how these work, which is that everything drops like that. And yeah, which is really cool. If I died again before I collected that, it would have been more challenging, I think, because yeah, if I died again before that happened, it would have done it would have deleted that like totem basically, because we're using the normal difficulty rather than easy. But it's quite a cool way of like keeping someone's items alive without putting them on a 5-minute timer, and kind of encourages risk, but not just complete foolishness. I'm going to go over to that orange glass, I think, first. Speaking of obvious foolishness, let's run through a one-wide passage with skeletons on the other end. I think I had a bit of an easier time the first time I played through this area, just because I got better skeleton RNG. So this is Advanced Infernizer, which we can use to set stuff on fire. So we've got knockback and fire aspect, which is a pretty classic early area. That is not a pickaxe. That was very foolish of me. I did wonder why it wasn't breaking it, but apparently I was trying to break stuff with. I am clearly not the best CTM player, as you can probably tell. I just get a bit flustered and yeah. Anyway, right. I'm gonna die now because we're back. I can get my stuff again, probably. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. I don't think there are any more spawners. I think we've got all of the spawners. So what I'm actually going to do, I think, is just push on, complete the area somewhat. And we're getting shot. So yeah, I am just going to plow on, I think. And we'll put some cobble on our bar. That's a creeper. So we are going to turn around. There we go. So that is another an issue with the mana system, is that if you don't have any inventory slots, I don't think you can regen any mana, which is worth knowing. And let's carry on now. I will go up onto the walls in a bit, I think, but first I'm going to try and get through the rest of this dungeon. You can see the disc boxes up there, so hopefully we are able to get to that. And let's try and bring this skeleton in. How did he get around the pit? I deliberately ran in a direction that would take him into the pit. Don't know how I managed to dodge those the first time, but I did. And now let's heal up somewhat. There is another spawner on the floor below, I am pretty certain, because I can hear lots and lots of spiders. But I'm just going to ignore them for now and instead come up here. Because I imagine there's a... Oh no, there isn't a spawner here, that's good. But we do get a stack of coal, which is always nice. And I can hear a skeleton, but I can't see one, so I'm just going to jump down and grab the first disc. So yeah, well, that is the first disc. Pretty straightforward, despite the fact I have 2 deaths. Nothing too challenging about the map so far. I believe the map is easier than Horrify, although I must confess I haven't actually played Horrify, which I guess I can talk a little bit about why I haven't. My first thing is, well, basically the main reason is that I wasn't actually playing any. It came out whilst I was kind of working on the late stages of Harbinger, and at that point I was basically avoiding playing other CTM maps because I didn't want to steal any ideas from people. I wanted, and not deliberately steal them obviously, but sometimes you're kind of working, you think you've had this great idea and you build it, and then you're like, oh no, this happens to be very similar to, in concept, to like another idea I saw, or an idea I saw in a different map that I was playing. And especially with like renders maps, which are all look visually really amazing, but also quite visually unique. This is a bad place. They're all visually quite unique. The Horrify screenshots I've seen and videos I've watched, like that eyeball area and all of that are quite like, you know, they're not just generic CTM dungeons. They very much have their own aesthetic, and yeah, I didn't really want to feel like I was taking too much inspiration from any of those, so I ended up not playing the map, and then got very burnt out on CTMs and have only just kind of started getting back into them. Still haven't done any mapping recently, but yeah, have been looking forward to this map as a good excuse to get back into playing more. So yeah, I'm hoping to get through much of this, or quite a lot of this map, and hopefully make a pretty solid series out of it. It'll be nice to have another series going, because I've pretty much finished recording the Harbinger developer commentary, which I'm slowly releasing. I'm releasing it 1 episode a week, just because I can't always record very much, and especially with work and everything, like some weekends I can record and I have time, and other weekends not so much. Yeah, so let's just take a look here. So first thing to see is there is an emerald there. Second thing, lots of natural spawns, I suppose. And the other things to see, this tower looks interesting, so I'd quite like to explore that. This looks very interesting, of course. This castle on a floating island, that's just really cool, I think. This is one of the examples of what I think Render does really well, is taking like a pretty normal CTM idea concept. Like, effectively so far we've been in a mushroom area with some spiders that is in a cave with some stalactites, and he's done all of those basics really well. Like, as I mentioned about the stalactites, they look really good, and the way he's used the new torches and the structures and everything, like it's all really good CTM classic stuff. But then there's also this other thing where it's just a slightly different take on it, and I'm not going to pretend this is like groundbreaking to have a floating island in CTM, but yeah, I just think there's a certain craft and like care to adding a little bit of a unique blend rather than just having it on a normal non-floating island and doing all of that. I'm probably not verbalizing that very well, but yeah, hopefully you kind of get what I'm saying to some extent. Yeah, and I'll probably talk more about this later in the series, because I am going to end the episode in that intersection, I think. I think one thing that I think Render's the best CTM map maker, certainly the best one who's still active, but probably the best of all time. Just the consistent like quality and quantity, just no one else has really. So, and I'm gonna die. I do not want to end this episode dead. I just wanted to quickly get to the intersection. I didn't actually think I would have any trouble doing that. There we go. Yeah, I think he's definitely the best CTM map maker of all time, and I would probably like to talk about what he does really well in future. But I'm sure we'll get to that in another episode. For now, I am going to end the episode here. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this first part. If you have, please let me know. And if there's anything I'm doing or not doing that is really winding you up and you want me to change something, let me know, because I will do my best to fix that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye-bye.